Apple's products are known for their premium price tags, but have you ever wondered what goes into determining that price? From cutting-edge innovation to marketing mastery, Apple's pricing strategy is as precise as their designs. Stay with us as we uncover the key factors that make Apple products worth every penny. Welcome to Giganova Tech, your go-to source for the latest in tech innovations and industry insights. Today, we're breaking down how Apple, one of the world's most valuable companies, determines the prices of its iconic products. From research and development costs to brand value and premium positioning, let's take a deep dive into what makes Apple's pricing strategy so unique. Let's get started. Apple is one of the most valuable corporations in the world because of its reputation for producing high-end items at premium prices. This has contributed to Apple's popularity. The question is, however, how exactly does Apple decide how much its products will cost? The factors that go into their pricing strategy include production costs, the value of their brand, how they position themselves in the market, and innovation. Let's investigate the primary considerations that constitute Apple's pricing methodology. Research and development costs. When it comes to staying on the cutting edge of technology, Apple puts a significant amount of money into research and development (R&D). Because of this investment, every new generation of products will bring about innovations in terms of both the hardware and the software, as well as the user experience. Over the past few years, Apple's spending on research and development has surged, frequently reaching $20 billion yearly. Product prices are a reflection of the enormous expenditure in research and development. Apple's goal is to recoup these expenses while simultaneously guaranteeing that future projects receive adequate funding. For instance, groundbreaking innovations such as Face ID or silicon chips that are built specifically for the device M1 series come with considerable development expenses, which are incorporated into the price of the product. Component costs and supply chain management. Apple's products are more expensive than their competitors because of the high-quality materials and cutting-edge components that they are made of. The components that Apple utilizes are the highest quality, and they include Retina displays, a series CPUs, and Taptic engines. Additionally, Apple's ability to negotiate favorable contracts and its efficient supply chain also contribute to the company's ability to manage expenses. Even though Apple makes every effort to keep its production costs under control, the company's use of cutting-edge technology drives up the prices of its components. Consumers are the ones who end up paying for the huge additional expenditures that are incurred by advanced displays, camera systems, and custom-designed CPUs. As an illustration, the inclusion of OLED displays and 5G technology in the most current iPhone models contributed to the increase in price. Apple's profit margin. Apple is well known for its ability to keep huge profit margins, which are frequently superior to those of other technology businesses. Apple has a different approach than many other manufacturers, who do business with low profit margins in order to maintain their competitive edge. Because they use a premium pricing strategy, they are able to maximize their profit margins on each individual product. Brand value and premium positioning. When it comes to pricing strategy, Apple's profit margins are an important consideration. It is possible, for instance, that the production cost of an iPhone is substantially lower than its sale price, yet the markup guarantees that the product is profitable. Because of this margin, Apple is able to engage in marketing, retail development, and new endeavors, all while maintaining a continuous growth in revenue, which is important to the company's stockholders. The concept of premium positioning and brand value. There is a strong association between the Apple brand with luxury, quality, and innovation. Apple has, over the course of several decades, developed a devoted client base that is prepared to pay a higher price for its goods due to the perceived value, trust in the brand, and seamlessly integrated environment. For the purpose of justifying higher costs, Apple makes use of its great brand equity. Considering that Apple is primarily concerned with producing high-end items, consumers anticipate paying a higher price for the Apple experience. The stylish appearance, the flawless integration of hardware and software, and the prominence of the brand all contribute to the higher price points that are associated with its product selection, which includes everything from iPhones to MacBooks and AirPods. The positioning of the market and the pricing of competitors. By positioning its products in a strategic manner as premium gadgets that offer superior performance, design, and user experience, Apple is appealing to consumers. When compared to many of its rivals, the corporation does not engage in price competition. Rather, it is releasing alternatives that are more affordable. Instead, Apple is concentrating on developing high-end products that are distinguished from those of its competitors. Price wars are not something that Apple engages in, nor does it seek to undercut competitors like Samsung, Huawei, or Google. By positioning its items at the higher end of the market, it ensures that its products are regarded as being worth the premium costs, even though they are somewhat expensive. Apple's objective is not only to provide superior products, rather it seeks to establish a brand that is admired throughout the world and fetches higher pricing. If you're finding this breakdown of Apple's pricing strategy interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. The integration of innovative technologies. All of Apple's products are built on the principle of innovation. The incorporation of cutting-edge technologies such as the M1 chip in Macs, the promotion display technology in iPads, and the introduction of innovative form factors such as AirPods are all examples of how Apple guarantees that its products are constantly one step ahead of competitor offerings. The incorporation of technological advancements that are both new and innovative frequently results in an increase in cost, which is subsequently passed on to the end user. The launch of the M1 chip, for example, not only revolutionized the performance of MacBooks and iPads, but also justified the increased price of these devices in comparison to prior generations. Customers are required to pay a higher price because they are receiving cutting-edge technology that is not available in other gadgets. Product longevity and the incorporation of ecosystems. Products manufactured by Apple are renowned for their durability. There are a lot of people who decide to upgrade their iPhones, Macs, or iPads after using them for several years. Additionally, Apple's ecosystem adds value by delivering a unified experience across all its devices. This is accomplished by integrating Apple products such as the Apple Watch, iPhone, iPad, and MacBook in a seamless manner. Customers have demonstrated a willingness to spend a higher price for products that have a longer lifespan and are compatible with other Apple products. Through the utilization of technologies such as handoff, iCloud syncing, and AirDrop, the value proposition is enhanced, which justifies the higher price point. Additionally, the ability to exchange data across several devices is enabled. Apple's emphasis on software updates not only ensures that older devices continue to be useful, but it also enables the company to offer value. Aspects of marketing and exclusiveness. Marketing is an area in which Apple excels. Whether it is through its iconic product debuts or its minimalist advertisements, Apple takes great care to cultivate its reputation as a purveyor of cutting-edge technology that is unique. A significant factor that contributes to Apple's premium pricing strategy is the excitement and demand that surrounds each new product announcement. The product pricing strategy that Apple employs is heavily influenced by the company's marketing expertise. Apple makes certain that its customers believe that the premium price of its products is justified by establishing a sense of exclusivity and desirability in its products. Customers are more likely to pay top price for the most recent releases as a result of this strategy, which also helps to promote a sense of urgency. Variations in prices on a geographic region. Local demand, import taxes, and currency fluctuations are some of the variables that contribute to the large pricing differences that exist between Apple's products in different locations. Depending on these criteria, the same product could have a different price in the United States of America, Europe, or Asia of various countries. Apple products have a tendency to be more expensive in places where import taxes are higher or currencies are weaker. Although Apple adjusts its prices in response to changes in the local economy, the company's pricing strategy remains premium overall. This helps to ensure that Apple's brand is constant across the globe. Programs for environmental stewardship. Several significant efforts have been taken by Apple in the direction of sustainability, including the incorporation of recycled materials into its products and the reduction of its carbon impact. According to Apple, these environmental initiatives frequently include additional expenditures that the company bears. Although Apple's dedication to environmental preservation is admirable, it does have an impact on the price of the finished product. For instance, the use of recycled aluminum in MacBooks or the provision of products that are carbon neutral both contribute to an increase in production costs, which are then passed on to the end user. If you're excited about the future of tech, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow tech enthusiasts, and subscribe to Giganova Tech. Stay tuned for more breakthroughs and innovations. See you in the next video.